What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the final Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game video. Say that 10 times fast. Today, we're going to be reviewing and also talk about the history of Mario Kart 8. We've had, if you've been in the Wii U era, if you've had a Wii U at least, you've most likely gotten one of the more popular games, Mario Kart 8. And since 2017, they ported the game to the Switch. We've had this game for basically nearly a decade, even since it was announced, like a long time ago. We've had this game for nearly 10 years now, technically, and even with the Booster Course Pass adding more content stuff, we've had a long ride, pun unintentional, with this game. And I gotta say right now, as much as I really love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, as much as I want a new Mario Kart game and stuff, I'm gonna kind of miss this sort of thing, honestly. Like, I got original Mario Kart 8 back in, on my birthday, the year it came out, along with Smash Bros. For Wii U, and I loved Mario Kart 8. Played it a lot, even if it was some characters like Funky Kong and, Diddy Kong. I wish those characters were there. I still had a lot of fun playing Donkey Kong and Rosalina, so, yeah. And then, of course, just wait for the next Mario Kart game, and then I saw Mario Kart 8 Deluxe again, and then I just saw Mario Kart 8 again, just with a new battle mode that wasn't really handled the best, to be honest, and then we got Mario Kart Tour, which, is definitely a Mario Kart game, to say the least. And then in 2022, we were all anticipating a brand new Mario Kart game for Mario Kart's 30th year anniversary, but we got DLC in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe instead, which I was both excited but also laughing that we didn't get a new Mario Kart game announced. Remember those days when it was rumored or something, and then there was literal arguments over Nintendo Kart and the actual Mario Kart? We're not bringing that up again, but there was that, then we just got, DLC. So, yeah, I say it for the better and the worse, I guess. So, yeah, but despite all that, I think the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass has honestly been a fun time, despite its tracks. I have reviewed every wave in my soul in different videos, but I'll go ahead and review them again because, well, I mean, some of them are a little outdated when, they were first... it's always that kind of effect where I love something desperately, say it's my favorite when they first release, and then later on, it's like, oh, okay, then later waves came, and then like, oh, wow, this, yeah, but, hey, I had to make this video eventually. I'm sorry for the lack of videos lately, because, or not really lack of videos, just more rushing due to some personal stuff in my life, but, yeah. Wave 1 definitely had a bad first impression with the tracks, how they look. Like I said, I didn't want to really talk about the way the tracks look, because, this is only more cases with, Shroom Ridge, which is one of my favorite DS tracks, but I can totally understand that. But like I said, it's fine to criticize the visuals, just don't be an ass about it, that's all. But yeah, so, although I was excited for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe content, I wasn't super excited to see how the future would be handled. But until we got Wave 2 announced. So yeah, Wave 1 is easily the weakest one. Wave 2 definitely had better impressions with, I didn't even talk about tracks of Wave 1, like Coconut Mall, kind of, Choco Mountain, Shroom Ridge, Ninja Highway, some decent tracks. And then Wave 2 had better impressions, in my opinion. New York Minutes, Waluigi Pinball, Mushroom Gorge, Sydney Sprint, Snowland, somewhat. So yeah, decent tracks there. Sorry, I don't care about Calamari Desert. But yeah, pretty good wave. Definitely better reactions, somewhat. So yeah. And then Wave 3 got announced around the holidays, of course. We got some decent ones. Nothing I was too big on. I don't know. Maple Treeway, Rock Mountain, Berlin Byways, Merry Mountain, and Rainbow Road. Some banger tracks right there. And Peach Gardens, too. Really only 2 of them I'm not a fan of. Or I just find them just okay, I guess. And then Wave 4 had DK Summit! That's my favorite track of all time. And then we also got Yoshi's Island, which is really nice. Waluigi Stadium's a nice one. Singapore Speedway. Definitely some neat ones. The other half of the tracks in Wave 4 kind of just range from just okay to whatever. But DK Summit was enough for me to say I love this wave right here. Wave 5 definitely has some neat ones. Definitely one of my least favorites, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, because I like Daisy Cruiser, Movie Highway is a nice one, Squeaky Clean Sprint's nice. And Vancouver Velocity is also great too. Koopa Cape, I do like it, but I feel like the Weavers was just better. Then the other ones just kind of range from hardly any opinion on. And Sunset Wilds, we don't want to talk about it. No Sunsets. And then Wave 6, I know it's not everyone's favorite wave, but I say it's my personal favorite. It had, listen y'all, I know it might be more of a bias thing, but it had DK Mountain, a track based on my favorite video game character, Rosie's Ice World, another track based on, you know, my favorite actual Mario character. It had Pauline, Diddy Kong, and Funky Kong, my 3 wants of the game. And of course, there's also great tracks like, you know, Rainbow Road, Bowser Castle 3. Definitely some great tracks there. I could say the tracks definitely aren't really a highlight of this wave, but man, the characters, DK Mountain, Rosie's Ice World, Rainbow Road, and Bowser Castle are enough to say this is probably my favorite wave, if I'm going to be honest. So yeah. And then after all that, that's it for Mario Kart 8. After a whole decade, I really hope we move on from. I really love Mario Kart 8, and I'm going to be playing this a lot, no matter until I guess whenever I get bored. But yeah. I'm really hoping that sometime in like 2025, 2026, we hear about our next Mario Kart game. I'm hoping Nintendo doesn't port this game again to the next console, but regardless what the future of Mario Kart holds, I'm very excited for it. Very excited for it. We might be approaching a new era for Mario on the next system. Gives us a lot of good ideas, which I will be talking more about later. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think of Mario Kart 8 after 10 whole years? Let me know in the comments below. Later, folks.